Alright, what I want you to do is go ahead and copy all this information down. So go ahead and hit pause for the mean, median, mode, and the range. When we're talking about the mean, that is the sum of all the numbers in the set of data, and then divide that number by the number of numbers in that data set. So you're going to just simply add all the numbers together and then divide by how many numbers you added all together. That is actually finding the average, and I'm sure that you've realized that by now. So the mean is the average. The median, that is the middle number, kind of like as you drive down the highway, that is what they call the median, the middle number. But the first thing you have to do for that is, as it says, in an ordered set of data. They have to be put in order from least to greatest. In fact, when we do all of these today, that is the first thing that you're going to want to do, is put them all in order from least to greatest, to just get into the habit of doing that. And then for that set of data, if there is an odd number, okay, that means we have 5 sets of numbers here. It's an odd set. When you work your way to the middle, you're going to end up with just one number in the middle. That's your answer. On an even set, for example, a set of 6 numbers, you're going to end up with 2 numbers in the middle. What you have to do with that is basically find the mean, find the average of them. Add the 2 together, divide by 2, because you're adding 2 numbers together, and that will give you the middle number. This could be a decimal, it could be a fraction, it could be a whole number. So in this case, it's the number that lies directly between 6 and 8, which is 7. If they were both 6's, then your answer then would obviously be 6. Okay. Now for the range, that is just simply the difference between the largest number and the smallest number. So you just simply subtract the biggest from the little. For example, for this set, 2 from 12, and you get 10. Now for the mode, that is the number that occurs most often. Okay, mode is most. There are no modes. There can be one mode, or there can be more than one mode. Again, it's the number that occurs most often, so we'll work on a few more of those as we go through this. Go ahead and solve this problem by finding the mean, median, mode, and the range. I'm going to let you do that. So go ahead and hit pause and solve. Alright, now again, the first thing that I want you to do is list these in order from least to greatest. So we have 5, and then cross all these out as you go. 2 15s, and then we have a 20, and then a 25, and a 31. Whoops, 2 25s, my bad. A 31, and then a 35, 40, 50, 55, and 85. So now we're going to go ahead and start working our way by finding the mean. So you're going to add all those together, and when we add those together, you get a total of 391, and you're going to divide that by 12, because that's how many numbers we just added together. And when you do that, you're going to end up with a total of 32, and we're going to round to the nearest tenths, and you can use a calculator for this, obviously. 32.5 is what you can round that to. Now for the median, our middle number, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we're going to find ourselves that we have two numbers in the middle. So then you're going to find what lies halfway between those. So go ahead and add those together, which 25 and 31. Whoops. Not sure how I came up with that. 31 and 25. Add those together, and you get 6 and a 5. Now you're going to have to divide that by 2, because there are two numbers you're adding together. So we get 2 and then 8. So 28 is the number that lies halfway between that. So 28 is my median. This is my mean. My mode, which is the number that occurs most often, and as you look at this, you can see what occurs most, and we see that we have two 15s, two 25s, and everything else is singles. So, since we have these two numbers that occur both 2 times, and that is the most, then we're going to have two modes, 15 and 25. That is my mode. And my range is simply subtracting the largest, which is 85, and my smallest, which is 5. And subtract, and we get 80. That is my range. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at this next set of data. Actually, I'm going to move you ahead, and we're going to do letter C. So go ahead and do this. Alright, so we'll put these in order. So we have 23, and we have 1, 2, 3 24s. And then 26, and we have 3 26s. And we have a 27. So now you're going to simply add these all together, and when we add those all up, we get 200, and we have 8 numbers, so we're going to divide by 8, which is then going to give me 25 for an answer. So there's my mean. The median, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, is right here in the middle. We have two numbers, and we can add those together and divide by 2, which is 50. Divide by 2, and we get 25 for the median. Another way of looking at this too is what lies halfway between 24 and 26, which is fairly obvious that it's 25, but if you're uncertain, again, add them together, divide by 2. For my mode, when I look at the mode, I have 3 24s and 3 26s. Therefore, my mode is I'm having troubles writing on this today. The mode equals then 24 and 26. Now my range, again, simply subtracting 27 minus 23, and I get 4 for an answer. Okay, I am going to have you go back to this set, and all I want you to do is simply find the mode. So go ahead and find the mode for this set of data. Alright, when we look at the mode, again, the number that occurs most often, we see that we have 3 65s and all the rest do not. So then my answer to this for the mode is 65. Okay, now here's the other question. Okay, the situation that we could possibly have with no mode is if I had a set of data that did not have those two 65s in it, to where each one of them occurred the same amount. Okay, so if these occurred all the same amount, In this case, they all only occur once. That would give me an answer of no mode. Okay. Now, if I had a set of data that was, for example, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 4, 4. Okay. What's the mode for this? Well, the answer to this, again, is no mode. Because you cannot have, because none of these occurred more often. They have all occurred the same amount. Yes, they occurred 2 times, more than once, but there's none of these numbers that occurred more than the others. Okay, so 1 or 2 ones, 2 twos, 2 threes, 2 fours, they all occurred the same amount, therefore no mode. Okay, so you have to be real careful on the modes. They will trick you occasionally on those. Okay, that is it that we have for today. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.